Hey everybody, Brandon here with Crowdfund Reviews again. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted a video with COVID-19 and everything going on with international shipping and whatnot. It's been a big delay on a lot of the Kickstarter and Indiegogo or any of the other crowdfunded projects that are going on to get those things actually shipped out and fulfilled. So I've got a couple other products I'm going to do some reviews on that weren't necessarily crowdfunded, and we'll talk about those in some upcoming videos. But today I've got one that I received a couple of months ago, so I've been able to get some use out of it, see how it's going. So we're going to jump right into it. So the product is the PHI, P-H-I, or PHI, I'm not sure how they want it pronounced. Keychain, and I'm going to get a closer up view of this, but basically the overall of it is 10 centimeters long, so it's like 3.9 inches, so right at 4 inches. It's a linked chain, it's stainless steel, it has an electrochemical polish on it, which makes it scratch resistant, and basically the purpose of it is it's a quick release keychain for attaching your keys, your everyday carry items, whatever you want. So let's get a closer up view of it, and let's go over kind of what I've noticed as I've been using it for these past couple of months, and let's talk about it. So give me a second to fix the camera. Okay, so here we are for a better view of the PHI keychain. So again, the goal of this was to be a quick release keychain that you can add keys onto, take keys off of, your everyday carry items, or attach to your belt loop or bag straps or whatever you wanted to. Quick, easy, no fuss manner while having a minimalist design. So basically you have this interlocked chain, so it has flexibility to it and give, and then on each side you have an attachment here for this straight piece, and then the ring goes through, and then because of the geometry of it, it'll catch there, and so see, it's just through the loop, it just tightened, but it doesn't disconnect. So I've been carrying mine for a few months, and I've been able to see what's going on with it, what I liked and what I didn't like about it, and so overall I like the design of it. Aesthetically it's very pleasing, it has plenty of room. Here's mine with all of my stuff on it, so I've got my truck key, little everyday carry flashlight from Olight, my InCharge 6, couple of keys, and Gerber multi-tool for attaching it to my pocket there. So plenty of room. I can still get my finger through there. I can still twirl my keys as I'm carrying whatever I want to do, and they stay attached. I've never had this thing just come apart or open from the straight bar coming through the circle, the loop there. Okay, now that being said, I have had some issues with, let's get a closer look at it here, this tiny little ring that attaches this straight piece, and the tiny little ring over on this other side that attaches, let's see if I can get the camera to focus, that attaches the circle here. This little bitty ring is just circled around and kind of clamped back to itself. So it just kind of makes like a closed loop, but it's separated there. It's not welded or glued or anything. It's not a single piece. And so what happens is, with a slight amount of pressure pulling on this, which I noticed would happen whenever I would go to turn my keys, just the pressure of my fingers twisting on that would pull enough that three times I had that little loop disconnect, and then everything spilled everywhere. Twice while turning my keys in the doorknob, and once when something, I don't know if it was my truck key or what, but got caught on my pocket, and pulling it out of my pocket was enough that it popped that little ring and everything went spilling everywhere. So after that one happened in a parking lot, I didn't want to have an issue with my stuff falling off anymore. So I went to my local little hobby shop and got a package of these 6mm split rings, right? So they're like a normal keychain where they coil back on themselves. You know, you have to like pry it open and slide everything around. And I used that to replace, okay, those little rings that are on here. So on my keychain, okay, I still have the quick release and open, right? But on mine, you can see the ring here that attaches this circle piece is much larger, okay? And come on, camera. Okay, and you can see it's that split ring where it coils back on itself. Same thing attaching, okay, the T over here, or the straight piece, that same 6mm ring. So I know others have had issues. If you go onto the PHI Kickstarter page and you see people posting their comments or their thoughts on the whole thing, they're having some issues, the same issue with that little ring disconnecting and dropping all of their keys. Okay? So you can see the difference in, just the thickness of the ring, how it's formed, and what it is. And so they're having the exact same issues that I was having, to the point that the founders for the project are now looking at replacing that ring and making it standard with something. I don't know what they're going to go with, but something at least a little bit beefier. So maybe more like the split ring that I attached, to keep, again, the thing from falling apart. So that being said, overall, I like the product. Currently, I cannot recommend it right now. Does it do what it says? Yes. But does it fall apart entirely too easily? So until they get the update, version 2.0 or whatever you want to call it, where they replace that connection there, until they do that, I can't recommend it. I had to go out. Now, granted, the split rings, they're not that expensive. Putting the thing, changing it out was not that difficult. But again, this is something that I can't imagine this didn't come up during testing when they were messing around with prototypes or whatnot. So this is something that should have been taken care of before the product shipped. And again, it's just unfortunate that a bunch of these had to go out. I think the last I checked on their Kickstarter page, it was like 430 something backers on it. And I don't know if they're selling the product out there separately, online or anything like that. But it's just unfortunate the product shipped with that basically defective part that wasn't going to hold up to daily wear and tear. So if you want to get one and you want to replace it yourself, hey, it's worked out just fine for me after that. And so now I really like this. But until they do that on their own, I cannot recommend this thing right now. So again, that's the PHI quick release keychain. It was a Kickstarter funded program. It was successful. And again, their last update was May 5th of this year, is where they're talking about they may be updating it to change out that piece. So hopefully that happens here in the future and more people will get to try out this product, and it'll be a little more successful this time around. So again, I've got some more videos coming up. They're going to be some different products that I've got in and trying out. Again, most of these upcoming ones aren't Kickstarter or Indiegogo or crowdfunded products because of all of the shipping delays, but hopefully we'll be able to get some of those in relatively soon here, at which point I'll go ahead and do some more videos there. But I'll explain what I've got, where it came from, and why I picked it up, and maybe you'll check it out too. So anyways, if you liked this video, got any good information out of it, or you want to see some of my upcoming stuff, please click like, please subscribe. It helps me out, so hopefully I can keep doing this stuff, because this is all coming out of my own pocket right now with just products that I think are pretty interesting. So I hope to see you again here in the future. All right, bye.